We're going to record. All right, teammates. So tonight, I want to revisit a training that we have covered before in the past. Some of you guys that have been around for a spell or two, you've heard me talk in detail about what I want to cover tonight. But I think that we're at a place right now to where we have enough new people that have come on board that they may not have seen me go through this training live, personally direct. There's actually a training out on the Hierarchy YouTube channel that deals with what I'm gonna cover tonight, but I wanted to revisit it because there's a couple of things that I wanted to just add into it to just further illuminate and just really talk about because I think that oftentimes we get into a mode to where we're running activity, we're running appointments, or we're scheduling appointments, and we're trying to figure this thing out, and maybe a level of frustration can build in, depending on if we're not getting the results that we're looking for. I'm going to repeat that. In this business, it's easy for a level of frustration to build in. It's just a natural occurrence in the business. If you're doing some things that you feel should be yielding you results, but the results aren't coming, or they're not coming consistently or at the rate that you think that they should be coming, it's easy for some type of, just frustration to build in, and just some doubt can maybe seep in and say, hey man, am I doing the right things? Is this really going to work for me? I hear what they're saying. I hear what Miss Rosalind is saying. I hear what Jackie is saying. I hear what Coach B Walker is saying. I hear what Marquis is saying. I hear what Andrea is saying. But I feel like I'm doing the work, but man, when are the results? When am I going to get to the bag? When is my payoff? When is my payoff going to come? And I'm here to tell you right now, family, what I want to talk to you all about tonight, hopefully can take a lot of the frustration out of the business, because a lot of times people can say things, whether they say them out loud or they say them to themselves, right? Hey, I had a couple of appointments rescheduled. Dang, what's going on? Man, this is challenging. This is hard, right? Or I had a recruit that came in, they joined, but then they changed their mind. They decided not to move forward with the business. Oh man, I don't like this feeling, man. Man, this business is maybe a little challenged, harder than what I thought it was going to be. Or I had somebody that they joined the business, but they didn't go through with the licensing process. What is going on? I didn't do that. When they told me to go get licensed, I went and got licensed. But I have maybe 2-3 people that I've recruited and no one's gotten licensed. Man, what's going on? Is it me? Man, this is hard. And I'm telling you, whatever the case may be, there are things that occur in this business that's related to whether you're getting results or you're not getting results, that can cause you to have doubt, that can call you to question whether or not this is where God wants you to be. And I'm here to save you tonight, teammates. I'm here to save you from yourself. I'm here to save you from yourself. That it's not that. All it is being understanding of what the numbers are in this business. Primerica is a mathematical formula. It's a mathematical formula to success. So if you know the numbers, understand the numbers, and work the numbers, right? Then you'll be able to have the success that you're looking for. But what I'm going to share with you tonight, you're going to know the numbers, right? I'm going to need you to maybe spend a little bit of your personal time understanding the numbers, right? Understanding the numbers. But where the key is, Coach B-Walk, is that people are going to have to make a decision to work the numbers. You're going to have to make a decision to work the numbers. Because if you work the numbers, right, the numbers will work out in your favor. If you work the numbers will work out in your favor. Nick, what numbers are you talking about? I'm talking about the numbers when it comes to closing life insurance business. Come on, somebody. When it comes to getting recruits, when it comes to getting a new recruit license, when it comes to getting a licensed person producing. Listen to me. It's all a mathematical formula. I did not make these numbers up. These are the numbers that have been given to me by people that make way more money and have a lot more experience in this company than I do. And where I got them from, they didn't make the numbers up. These are the numbers of Primerica as it relates to our market. I'm going to repeat that, as it relates to our market. These are the numbers. And so that's what we're going to go over, because I don't want you guys walking around thinking that, hey, maybe God trying to tell me something because I had 2 appointments and did nobody want to do nothing. Is that a sign, Lord? Do I need to be here? Is this for me? No. I'm here to free you from yourself, to let you know that all it is, 9 times out of 10, it's the numbers. It's the numbers. And once you see these numbers and know these numbers, you'll understand that not everybody is supposed to buy. We want them to, but not everybody's going to buy. Not everybody's going to join. And not everybody who joins is going to get licensed. And not everybody who gets licensed is going to be productive on a month in and month out basis. And if you can know these numbers, understand these numbers, accept these numbers, accepting the numbers, not trying to negotiate, not trying to say, no, I know what Nick is saying. I know what he's saying that the numbers are, but I'm going to try to make something different, right? I'm going to try to make my ratio something. So I get it. And that's noble. And nobody is trying to, but I'm here to tell you that the numbers are the numbers. If you can accept the numbers, and then you work the numbers, I'm telling you, everything will work out in your favor. So let's get into it, family. Let's get straight into it. Because at the end of the day, it's all about the numbers. Yes, it is all about the numbers. It's all about the numbers, right? We have a crusade. We have the dream that we're selling. And as powerful and as compelling and as enriching as our dream that we're selling of financial freedom, and being able to build a legacy for is attractive as that is, and as powerful as our crusade is, being able to properly protect families, right, in the event that they pass away prematurely, being able to put people in a position where they can retire with some dignity, save and invest money for their children's college education, all of that, man, that's amazing. As powerful as the crusade is, they all been through the numbers of the business, what I'm going to show you right now. This is the glue. This is the glue that holds it all together. Are y'all with me? So I need you guys to really lock in. And I'm telling you right now, it's not too late to hit those teammates that are not on and tell them, hey, you need to jump on. You need to jump on, because everybody, whether you were the newest person or the most seasoned person on the team, everybody needs to hear this. Matter of fact, I'm most excited about the newest people hearing this. Why? Because you can come into this opportunity with your eyes wide open, where you know that you know from the gate what to expect. And there's no room and there's no opportunity for a little bit of frustrations and doubt to seep in like it can for some people who are late getting this information. So I'm most excited for the new people, but I'm also excited for the veterans, because this is a reminder. This is a reminder, because I know you've been putting that work in. I know you've been putting that work in. I know you have. But what I want you to do is I want you to, as I go through this, I want you to bend this work you've been putting in through the numbers. Bend the work. Whatever effort you've been putting out for the last month, 2 months, 3 months, the last 6 months, I want you to bend that and look, deal in objective reality. Be honest with yourself. Be honest. Look at your calendar, track it. I want you to bend these numbers that I'm going to share with you through your results over the past month, 2, 3, 4, 6 months. All right? And so let's go ahead and jump into it. So it is all about the numbers. Yes, it is all about the numbers. So check this out. What I'm going to show you tonight, family, is going to alleviate and eliminate all the frustration in the business. That's what I want to do, because this is a business, right? Some people think that Primerica is a hustle, and they work it like it's a hustle, right? So out here slinging life insurance. And there's a time to hustle the business if you're trying to like do something in a short period of time. There's a time. Look, we've all done it. But what I want to show you tonight is how to treat Primerica like it's a for real, legitimate business. If you know someone who owns a McDonald's franchise, if you ask them, what are your numbers? How many people do you guys roughly estimate come in and out of your store? Okay, for the people who come in and out of your store, how many do you anticipate to spend this amount of money? Like every true business owner and every true business has numbers to it. And every true business owner knows their numbers. If you're looking to be a business owner in Primerica, if you're looking to build a business here and not just a quick hustle to make some money, right? Then you're going to need to know this information because this is a business and not just a hustle. So let's talk about it, right? Y'all remember this scene out of Boys in the Hood? Trey got pulled over by the cops. You know, cop put the little pistol all up on his face and stuff like that. It was threatening him and Ricky. Then he came over to his girlfriend Brandy's house and he was just so frustrated and all that, man. And he just didn't know what to do. And she just needed to give him a hug, right? He had broke all the way down to his knees and she had to come to him so he can give him a hug. Sometimes you feel like that in Primerica. Man, this business just gets you frustrated. You start swinging at the air like, man, I'm just trying to go district. Oh, Lord, come do what I got to do to get in the comic club. What do I got to do to get somebody to go past their test? Oh, my goodness, what do I got to do to get somebody to show up to training? It can just frustrate you, man. Look, what I want to do is tell you, we're going to take all the emotion out of it and we're going to work the numbers. It's okay to, feel some type of way about people because we love our people. We do, right? That's just the nature of who we are. We want people to succeed oftentimes more than they want to succeed themselves, right? But at the same time, we can't pitch a tent there. We have to understand the numbers and work the numbers. I see you, Quee. All right. And so that's real. So check this out. Okay, so first of all, what we got to do is we got to understand what is a qualified appointment, right? So if I say what makes a qualified appointment, that lets you know that there are some appointments out there that are not qualified. So what I'm talking about is that we have to really focus on qualified appointments. We got to focus there, right? That's where we got to focus. It's qualified appointments. Why? Because that's where you're going to get the best results. And let me give you the characteristics of a qualified appointment. Now, I have some different adjustments and changes that I've made. Some of y'all going to be like, oh, Nick did add something. Oh, yeah, I have. So, we evolve, we grow just like everybody else. We evolve, we grow. And so what makes a qualified appointment? Now, I'm here to tell you, man. These two things right here is the foundation of what makes a qualified appointment. Someone who is employed full-time and between the age of 25 and 55. You know what? I'm going to check that. Wait a minute. Hold on a second. I got an adjustment to make. I got an adjustment that I want to make because I got something in there that I want to change. It says, man, somebody that is between age 25 and 55, no. All right, I'm adjusting that and I'm changing that, man. I'm this serious about this. We changing this on the fly, right? So check this out. So here's the deal on the qualified appointment. It is somebody between age 25 and 50, not 55, between age 25 and 50. That is the foundation of a qualified appointment. Those two things right there. People that are between age 25 and 50 and also employed full time, right? That's what that is. Now, but that's not all. That's not all because we have some other characteristics that we need to get to, but these two are the non-negotiables, right? Employed full time between age 25 and 50. Well, Nick, what if they have their own business, right? Then they don't have a job. They're not employed full time, they have their own business. That's fine too, as long as they're making a full-time level of income in their business. That works as well. If they're self-employed or whatever the case may be, if they have a full-time level of income, that counts in our book as someone that is employed full time. And between the age of 25 and 50, why is that age range so important? Because that age range is where you're going to find the people that can probably take advantage of our foundational life insurance product the most. They have enough life experience to where it's important to them, and they may not have as many health challenges that you come across, right? And so between age 25 and 50, employed full time. Both of these characteristics non-negotiable. Now, the next three, all I'm saying is that we need to have at least one of these. They don't have to have all three, but at least one of them. Married. Kids that are under the age of, what is going on? Am I in the wrong precinct? I'm sorry, y'all. My bad, family. Because something is off with this. Okay. Let me see this. Okay, I got it. It's supposed to be a kid that's under the age of 19. Man, the devil is a lie. Here we go. I'm sorry about that, y'all. We working it out on my end. I apologize. We working it out. So it is, these are the non-negotiables right here. Employed full-time between the age of 25 and 50. So boom, shakalaka. And then they have to have at least one of these three. Married, kid or some kids that's under the age of 19, and I've thrown in homeowner. So they must have at least one of these characteristics to go with the two foundational characteristics, right? That makes a qualified appointment. Got to be employed full-time between age 25 and 50, and then have at least one of the above three: married, kid under 19, homeowner, right? So for the newest people, this may look familiar to you, because when your field trainer got with you and had you create your top 25 name list, listen to me, they had you qualify that name list, and they had you create the list with only people that are between the age of 25 and 50 that are employed full time. And then you check off the remaining characteristics. Hey, are they married? Put a check if they are. Do they have any kids that are under the age of 19? Put a check if they are. Are they a homeowner? So it is your job as the new teammate, excuse me, to create that name list. Now, your field trainer is going to identify 10 people from your list, and the 10 people that your field trainer identifies from your top 25 name list should be qualified people. I'm going to repeat that. The 10 people that your field trainer identifies that you both are going to go see during the field training process should be qualified people, only qualified people, right? Well, Nick, what's qualified people again? I'm glad you asked. I know I'm beating a dead horse, but I'm telling you, somebody, they ain't hearing me, or they need to hear it again. Qualified person is they are employed full-time between age 25 and 50 and has at least one of the above three characteristics. What are the above three characteristics, Nick? Married, has a kid or some kids under the age of 19, homeowner. That's who you and your field trainer need to go see. And family, I'm telling you, whether you're field training or whether you're setting your personal appointments or whatever the case may be, you need to focus on and concentrate on a qualified market. Y'all gonna hear me say that probably about 5 more times because it's that important, right? Okay, so here we go. We got that established. We got that, what a qualified appointment is. Now, let's talk about the numbers, because the numbers don't lie. So the question is what percentage of qualified appointments you schedule will keep their appointment? Basically, they gonna stick, right? Well, I know a lot of our veterans, you already know the answer to this. But for our new people, let me share this with you. There is a certain percentage of the qualified appointments that you schedule that will actually keep their appointment. I'm going to repeat that. There's a certain percentage of the qualified appointments that you schedule that will actually keep their appointment. Well, Nick, show it to me. What is it? 50%. 50% of the qualified appointments you schedule will actually stick. They will actually stick. They're going to keep their appointment. So if you schedule 8, 4 of them going to stick. So by and large, check this out. If you are scheduling appointments and your appointments don't stick, It ain't because this business is not for you. It's just that the numbers are the numbers. Now, I'm here to tell you, listen to this. This is a major key. I forgot to put this in the presentation, but this is a major key alert. That 50% rule, it only works if you schedule 4 or more appointments in a week. It only works if you schedule 4 or more appointments in a week. If you only schedule 2 appointments and you're thinking that the 50% rule might be in effect, if it is, great. But there's a strong possibility that, guess what? Both of those appointments may reschedule. Wait a minute, I thought that Nick said that 50%. Well, it only works if you're scheduling 4 or more appointments a week. Now, this is another major key alert. For the new people that are field training in their warm market, your field training in your warm market, meaning that the appointments that you're scheduling are with people that you know, they know you. I mean, there's a close-knit relationship. Guess what? Your ratios will probably be better than the 50%. I'm going to repeat that. If you are field training and the appointments that are being scheduled for you are people that you know and know you, there's a relationship there, your ratios will be better than the 50%. At least they should, right? So don't get delusional about, oh man, that ain't my numbers, man. Marquita scheduled, 7 appointments, and all 7 of them, so I don't know what Nick talking about. Well, praise God for that. But here's the deal. You're in your warm market. You're in your warm market. Now, once you start to transition out of your warm market and you're on the fringes of your warm market, or you're in a warm market, right? Hold on, let me get everybody to go on mute. Hold on a second. Got it. Thank you. So you're on the fringes of your warm market, then guess what? That's when the ratios and the numbers start kicking in. So I don't want you to be surprised as you transition out of your warm market into a regular market that the numbers will look a little bit different than what it was like during your field training process. I just want to throw that out there so that way you're not caught off guard, right? So 50% of the qualified appointments you schedule will actually stick. 50% rule, that's what it is. So what percentage of the qualified appointments that stick will actually buy some life insurance? I'm glad you asked, because that ratio is 50% as well. Of the qualified appointments that stick, 50% of them will buy life insurance. So guess what? I scheduled 8 appointments. How many of the 8 actually kept their appointment? 4. And of the 4 that kept their appointment, you can count on 2. Listen to me. You can count on 2 becoming your life insurance client. I'm helping somebody right now. Because I know some of y'all thinking that everybody that you talk to, everybody that you do a presentation for is supposed to buy some life insurance. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. I'm here to tell you, family, that just ain't the case. If that's been your story in Primerica, man, God bless you. Man, let's go play the lottery together. Because, man, you got some favor on your life that we need to cash in on together. And I'm serious about that. But that's just not everyone's story, right? And you may have already discovered that not everybody that you talk to is going to be interested. Well, it's not because this is a bad thing. It's not because you're a bad person. It's not because this doesn't work. No, these are the numbers. So I don't want you to get emotional over something that's just numbers. Are y'all with me? Give me a thumbs up if y'all are with me. All right, perfect. So let's get back to it, right? And so 50% of the qualified appointments that actually keep their appointment will buy some life insurance from you. Now, what is the average number of prospects who listen to your presentation that will join you in business? Basically, how many presentations do I have to do before somebody says, yes, I want to join your team? I want to join your team. That they're going to fill out an IBA with the money and actually join your team, right? I know some of y'all like, boy, I'm waiting on a recruit, right? I'm waiting on one. What is it going to take? Well, these are the numbers. 1 out of 4. 1 1 out of 4 people that listen to your presentation or listen to a presentation will join you in business. 1 out of 4, right? Now, I know somebody is out there thinking, Nick, I've done more than 4. We've done more than 4 presentations. We've done more than 4, and I still ain't got a recruit yet. Well, guess what? Keep going. And I promise you that the numbers will work out in your favor. I promise you, right? Whenever you hear about baseball players, right? Baseball players, one of the big things they track is their batting average, right? Their batting average. And so my oldest son, Nasiah, he's really into baseball. He's been into baseball for probably the past couple of years, ever since he was like 5 years old. We took him to a game, and he's been infatuated with the game ever since, right? And so I'm really starting to feed into that now. We're gonna help him out with that. And but he loves baseball, memorizes the player. I'm thinking that he has like a photographic memory in some way, because he just memorizes players' names on other teams that's not even the Astros. I'm just bragging on my son a little bit. I just wanted to say that real quick. But what I really want to say was when you look at baseball players, if a person has a career batting average of 300, right? They say, hey, he bats 300, right? Basically, it's 0.300, right? They're basically saying that for every 10 at-bats that this person has, they're going to get a hit 3 times. Well, what happens the other 7 times? Man, they probably strike out, or they hit the ball and they ground out, they hit a fly ball, whatever the case may be. They don't get a hit. They don't get something that's counted as a hit, right? The other 7 times that they come to bat. You need to tell me if somebody has a career batting average to where they only hit the ball 30% of the time, they are a Hall of Famer, right? They're a Hall of Famer. But we've watched games or series where this particular player, they are just hitting the ball left and right. I mean, I'm talking about every time they come to the plate, man, they smacking the ball all around. They getting hits left and right? And some people might look at that and say, hey, man, this guy right here or this person right here, man, I know they average got to be. No, because at some point, Mom, they going to go through a slump to where they can't hit nothing. They keep striking out. They can't buy a hit. So the numbers always average out. Why am I telling you guys this? Because if you're at a stretch right now to where you're running presentations or your field trainer's running presentations and nothing's really happening, and you're in a good market. Now, some of it might be market stuff, and that's up to the field trainer. That's why I speak a lot to the field trainers, is that as a trainer, you have to protect the new recruits process by making sure that you guys are field training in the right market. Now, new recruits, trust your field trainer. Listen to me. Trust your field trainer that they want to put you in front of the best, most qualified market. Why? Because that's where you're going to get the best results. Now, if you're in front of a good market and you're running presentations, but nobody's joining you in business, it's just a matter of time. You might hit a month or a stride to where everybody says yes. Everybody says it. You just haven't hit that stride yet. Here's the problem. Most people quit before their breakthrough. That next presentation that you would have scheduled and ran could have very well been the person that said yes. And then the person after that said yes. Person after that, I see it all the time. And I've also seen the reverse, where people come out, burning down the woods, setting the world on fire. They come in recruiting everybody left and right. And they think that that's how everything is supposed to be until they hit what we call the wall. And when they hit the wall, that's when the people that they're talking to, nobody's interested. And sometimes they can start to process that the wrong way and think that maybe this is a sign that I don't need to be here anymore. No, it's just the numbers balancing themselves out. Man, are y'all feeling me on this? Give me a thumb in. Y'all got to hear me on this. I need y'all to hear me on this, because I'm telling you the things that can frustrate people and cause them to leave the business before they really have their blessing. It ain't because you ain't supposed to be here. It ain't because this ain't for you or God trying to see you in. No, it is the numbers of the business. And most people don't know the numbers, don't accept the numbers, and don't work the numbers enough to get the results. But Nick, I have 4 appointments. I ain't getting nothing. Did you have 4 appointments this week, or did you have 4 appointments all month? Oh, well, you just said 4 appointments. I had them all month. No. You got to concentrate that thing a little bit. Like, get 4 appointments in a week. Not 4 appointments for the month. Y'all got to hear me. See, the numbers don't work like that. Like, you got to have a minimum. What did I say? You got to have a minimum in order for the numbers to work for you. 4 appointments scheduled in a week. I didn't say 2 weeks in a month. 4 appointments scheduled a week for the numbers to work in your favor. All right? All right, I'm coming back to it, y'all. I'm coming back to the presentation. There it is. I appreciate y'all for letting me brag on my song a little bit. Weave in another little sports analogy. Y'all know I like doing sports analogies, talking baseball. And baseball ain't even my sports. I'm proud of myself. I work baseball in this thing. All right, so 1 out of 4 people who listen to your presentation is going to join you in business. 1 out of 4. 1 out of 4. All right, let's keep it going. Major key alert. Major key alert. Take note of this. Family, if you want to grow your life insurance premium and recruiting, all you need to do is schedule more qualified appointments. But Nick, man, I want to get more recruits. I want to grow my premium. I want to make some more money. Okay, great. You know what you need to do? You need to schedule more qualified appointments. That's the solution. Schedule more qualified appointments. If you want to grow your recruiting, schedule more qualified appointments. If you want to grow your life insurance, schedule more qualified appointments. The numbers just showed you. That's all it is. Schedule more qualified appointments. All right, come on, let's keep it popping. All right. Coach B. Walk, anything that you want to share or add into the mix, man, just stir the pot before I transition. Anything you want to share?
No, I'm just agreeing to schedule more qualified appointments. If you know you need to schedule 4 appointments a week, make sure you're scheduling your 4 appointments a week. You can't schedule 4 appointments for the month and expect something to happen for you. So if we're scheduling 4 appointments a week, 4 appointments 4 times, 4 weeks in a month, that's 16 appointments, right? So make sure you're doing those appointments because, like you said, 50% of those appointments are going to keep. And so it's a numbers game. And so if you want to grow your team, we're out here trying to recruit and you're out here trying to schedule those qualified appointments so that you can get that premium. So, we got to make sure that we are doing that. So I'm just over here kind of agreeing with you, Nick, writing some notes down as well for myself. So.
Right on. Excellent. Thank you so much, sis. Let's get back to it. So check this out. We're not done yet. We got more numbers to talk about. We got more ratios and percentages and things like that to unpack. So what is the average number of recruits that will get life insurance license? Oh, this is a good one right here. Y'all think that everybody that y'all recruit gonna get licensed. I know you do. And I recruited 3 people, man. Well, how many people you think gonna get licensed? I'm getting 3. You just recruited 3 people. Yep, I'm getting 3. I got 3 recruits, all 3 of them getting licensed. Okay. All right, let's make it happen. Like, let's make it happen. Okay, that very well could happen. I pray that it happens, but I don't want you to be disappointed if it doesn't. Are y'all with me? Because this is what the numbers tell us. The numbers tell us, and our ratios are a little bit better than this, but based on the company numbers, it says 1 out of 4 people, basically 25% of the people that we recruit will actually get their life insurance license, right? Our numbers as a base shop is more like, or our base shop, or as a hierarchy, are more like 35%, something to that effect, 35%. That's been our, ratio, our percentage. We license about 35%. I would love to push that number to 40. But we pretty much license between 30 and 35% of the people that we recruit. That's our number. And so I want you to make sure that you understand that. Because look, not everybody who joins is going to go get licensed. The numbers just don't support that. It doesn't, right? So 1 out of 4, or I could say 1 out of 3, whatever. 1 out of 3 is about right. Matter of fact, I believe in being on top of that. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna change that. That's where we at. We 1 out of 3. We 1 out of 3. That's where we at. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna do. Boom. Just changing stuff on the fly, man. Hey, we 1 out of 3. 1 out of 3. That's our average. For our hierarchy, that's our average. We ain't going by company numbers. We going by proven hierarchy numbers. 1 out of 3, about 33%. That's what we licensing, right? 1 out of 3. So that's the number. So you can forecast on that. You can bank on that, right? So what's the next thing? What is the percentage of your life licensed agents that will produce every month? And what I mean by produce is that they're going to write some life insurance business every single month. Let me ask y'all that question. So put it in the chat, man. What do you think what is the percentage of your life licensed teammates? What percentage of them, what do you think the numbers are, will produce every month, will write a life insurance policy every single month? What do you think that percentage is? Y'all put it in the chat real quick if y'all don't mind. Just take a stab at it. What do you think? What percentage of life licensed people actually write? Okay, Omar said 30%. Okay, good deal. Who else got something in there? Somebody, let me see some more responses. Okay, Auntie said 10%. Mom said 40%. E-Money, Erica Phillips said 15%. Audrey Muse said 35%. Shadrika said 20%. Okay, good stuff. All right, somebody else, anybody else? What percentage of the licensed people do you think actually write business on a monthly basis? Kimberly Lewis, new Jack to the squad, said 14%. I see you, Kimberly. Chandra Donald said 10%. A-Town Fowler, 15%. Good stuff. Sean McLeod, 10%, right? Man, there's a range in here, man. We got some 10% in it, and we got some folks on the 35 in and stuff like that. I got you, man. I mean, so this is good. This is good because the numbers are all over the place. This lets you know that, hey, look, man, there needs to be some clarity brought to this. All right, cool. Here we go. Let's talk about it. What is the percentage, Nick, of your life license agents that will produce each month? What do you mean by produce? Write a life policy. Here we go. 15%. 15% of your life licensed agents will produce every single month. 15%. So shout out to everybody that was at 15% or even 14%, right? Even those that was at 10%, man, you was closer than the other ones, right? But man, I mean, it ain't quite 10%, but 15%. Those are the numbers. 15% of your licensed agents will actually write some life insurance. But check this out, Coach B. Walt. Check this out. This is another number when it comes to writing life insurance business. How many life insurance policies will each of your producing agents write on a monthly basis? So we already said 15% of them going to write. So of the 15% that write, how many policies are they going to write on that month? Give me some numbers. What do y'all think it is? How many? Put it in the chat. We got 15% of the agents that's going to produce. How many policies you think they're going to write on a monthly basis? Give it to me. Okay, so Sean said 1 to 2. Okay, Shanita said 3. Good stuff. Kimberly Lewis said 3. Omar said 2. Okay, good stuff. Good stuff. Anybody else? Y'all put it out there. Anybody else? All right, Tanisha said 2. Okay. Y'all in the pocket. Right? And so let me go ahead and do the reveal. So these are the numbers. This is weird. Don't blame me for this. I didn't make this up. It's really 2.2. Yeah, 2.2 is the number of life insurance policy. I guess maybe the 0.2 is a child rider. I don't know what it is. But is the number of life insurance policies each producing agent will write on a monthly basis. You got 15% of your licensed agents are going to write. And when they do write, they're going to do 2.2 sales. That's what the numbers average out to. It's 2.2 sales, right? But y'all don't believe me. Y'all don't believe me. I'm saying these numbers and they like, y'all, I know y'all like, Nick, that sounds good. I hear what you're saying, but no, man, show me the receipts on that, man. I don't believe you. Okay, all right, check this out. So what I did is I pulled our numbers from 2 months from this year, January 2021 hierarchy numbers, right? And I did March, the month that we just came off of. I didn't do February because February was just a weird month. It was a really weird month because we had the winter storm in there, and I mean, it was just some strange stuff going on. So we really couldn't get a real bead on, you know, all of that. We can't get no bead on that. So I just used the 2 months to where things were pretty normal, you know, in the business for this year. And let's check them out. So check this out, Coach B-Walk. In January, when we came into the year in January, we had 101 licensed agents as a hierarchy, 101 licensed agents. So if you do the math, of those 101 agents, how many should be producing on a monthly basis? We just saw 15%, right? That should be the number, 15%. So 15% of one-on-one is what? 15. Yep. Out of 101 people, now I want y'all to look at that. Out of 101 people, the numbers are only 15% of them, Coach B. Walker's going to write some business. Ain't that mind-blowing? Ain't that mind-blowing? And so I know sometimes we can look at the licenses and we can say, hey, man, if everybody just write one app, or if everybody just, man, I wish that would happen. But that's not the numbers. That's not the numbers. People got whole licenses that are in good standing. They done did their CEs and everything. But only 15% of them are going to get in the game. That's the reality. So check this out. 15 is the number of life agents that should write business. And then the next thing, that 15 should do 2.2 sales. So there should be 33 life apps. It should be 33 life apps, right? That are written from an organization this size. Well, what did we do as a hierarchy in January? Well, we closed 25 life apps as a hierarchy in the month of January. So guess what? We were a -8. We should have wrote about 8 more life apps. We should have wrote about 8 more life apps. And check this out. We only had 12 different agents wrote life insurance. We had a -3. So guess what, man? If we had 3 more people get in the game and write some life insurance, they did their 2.2 cents. We would have been at the numbers. So what I'm looking for, I'm looking at the one, where was them 3 agents that should have wrote that didn't write? No, I'm joking, y'all. I'm joking. But that's what happened in the month of January. We were a -8 on the number of life apps we wrote, only because I believe that we were a -3 on the number of different agents that should have wrote. 101 licensed agents, only 12 different people wrote some life insurance business in January. These are the numbers. Let me go a step further. Let's talk about March. As of March, we have 110 licensed agents. These are people whose license have hit the system, meaning that they can put their name on a life app and actually get paid. Now, we still have people who have licenses, but their paperwork is still being processed. They're not counted in this number. We have 110 officially licensed agents in the hierarchy right now. We need to grow that number. It's just a plug. We need to grow that number. We need to double that number. 15% of 110 is basically what? 17, 16.5, 17. So if you do 16.5 times 2.2, 36 life apps is what we should have wrote. Y'all ain't hearing me. Check this out. We closed 32 life apps. in the month of March is a hierarchy. We closed 32. That put us at a -4. And guess what? Y'all know how many people, how many different people wrote life insurance? 17. I'm not making this up. We had 17 different agents write life insurance in the month of March. I'm not making this up. The numbers are the numbers. It's what it is. It's what it is. And I guarantee you that if I went back to all of last year when we was doing that, it's just what it is. It's what it is. It's what it is. So check this out. Major key alert. If you want to grow your team, life insurance premium, and have that premium on autopilot, you need to grow your team licenses. If you want to grow your team's life insurance premium to where it's on autopilot, you need to grow your team licenses, right? If you want to build a business in Primerica, you need to grow your licenses. If you look at a lot of the $1 million earners and the people that are making sizable incomes, most of them, not all of them, but most of the people in Primerica that are making these big incomes, these crazy, ridiculous, amazing, fantastical incomes in Primerica, all you got to do a lot of times is look at their life hierarchy size and see how many licensed people do they have. Do they have? And a lot of them, they have a lot of licensed people. They have a lot of licensed people, right? And so, any questions or comments? I want to pause right here. Any questions or comments so far based on what I've shared? All right, we're good. Okay, perfect. All right, fantastic. All right, so let's keep it pushing. Let's keep it going. All right. This is easy stuff. This is what I talk about all the time. What is our team's average annual life insurance premium per life insurance policy? Our average annual premium is $876 in life insurance premium. What that means is that for each life insurance policy that we write as a team, on average, that monthly premium is going to be $73 a month. I need y'all to get that in your spirit, right? $73 a month. Now, here's a cool thing. It's in our spirit because for the last couple of months, when we look at January and March, those 2 months, because those are the normal months, our average life insurance app size in January was $78 a month. So we were actually above what our normal average is that we used to forecast. And then our monthly app size average for March was actually $77 a month. So I share a lot of this stuff when we do Tuesday recognition and I do a recap of what we accomplished in the month that we're recognizing. If you pay attention, you'll see that I'll say, hey, we recruited this many people, right? As a hierarchy. We helped this many families with life insurance. And this is the total amount of premium that we did as a hierarchy. And then I'll show you what our average app size is, what our average life insurance app size. I believe in sharing those types of numbers with you because you need to know, you need to see that. And as you grow your team and you grow your organization, you need to pay attention to those numbers for your business as well, right? As you grow your team, pay attention to your numbers, right? It's just a good discipline to adopt. You know, even before you go RVP, as a senior rep, as a district, y'all get what I'm saying. So let's calculate commission. So if you're at a $73 life app, take you 1 hour to do it. This is how you calculate commission, right? This is how you do it by hand. I know some of y'all, you just do it through the program and you let, you know, the app tell you how much you're going to get paid. Well, I'm still accustomed to kind of calculating my commission by hand because I just want to make sure they're going to pay me all my money and ain't nothing going to get messed up. So this is how you calculate commission by hand. So you take that $73 life app or whatever the monthly premium is for the life app that you write. But in this case, we're using an example, $73 a month. You take that, multiply by 12. Why? Because there's 12 months in a year. That equals $876 in annual premium. We just saw that. Then what do you do with that $876 in premium? Well, I'll show you what you do. This is what you do. You subtract a $75 annual policy fee. right? This is not some additional money that the client pays. It's already built into their premium, right? You subtract a $75 annual policy fee because you don't get paid commission on the annual policy fee. So your commissionable premium, this is what Primerica calls it, your commissionable premium minus the annual policy fee is now $801. So with that $801, you multiply that by your agent contract. If you're a senior rep on a 35% contract, you multiply that commissionable premium by 35%, which is your agent contract level. If you're a district, you're on a 50% contract, division's on a 60, regional leaders on a 70, RVP is on 110%. So you multiply that by your agent contract, and that will give you your total agent commission. That's your total agent commission, not your advanced commission, but that's your total agent commission, right? That's what you are due in a total agent commission. So let's look at the numbers. This is what you would get paid out at each level in a total commission, not an advanced commission, but a total commission. $73 a month life app as a representative, that total commission is over $200, $200.25. Senior rep, $280. Guys, we're talking about this can happen in an hour. District leader, $400. Division leader, $480. Regional leader, $560. And regional vice president, $881 for writing one $73 a month life app, and $73 a month in a life app is our average life insurance application size for our hierarchy. If the premium is larger, the commission is larger. Know that. Are y'all with me? Everybody's good so far? All right, perfect. I know that we lost some people. We down about 35 folks now. We was up about 41 at one point. All right, so keys to remember, and then we'll close up shop. Focus on scheduling qualified appointments. Focus on scheduling qualified appointments, family. Why? Because that's where you get the best results. Right? Focus there. Also, when you get referrals from clients or from advocates, focus on getting qualified referrals. Focus on the qualified referrals. Get those, because why? That's where you're going to get the best results. I can't stress it enough. And then also be mindful of your life app size. Be mindful of your life app size, because if the life app size is too low, it could be a wrong market indicator. And so I'm always conscious of all the life insurance applications that get submitted, because I have to approve all of them. Same thing with Coach B. Walk for Blessed Dynasty. She has to approve you guys' life apps as you submit them, but we review them. When I see policies come in that are low, like where the monthly premium is $20 a month, $30 a month, and things like that. Now, it's different if it's like a child rider conversion, or this is somebody that, I don't know, guys. I mean, it's just one of those things that it catches my attention, because when I see low premiums, I'm thinking that maybe this person might not be in the best market. This might be a wrong market indicator. And for the field trainers, you already know, I'll make phone calls and say, hey, tell me about this person. What's going on with this? You know, I see that this person, they look like they have a decent income. They got kids. Why is this premium so low? Like, what's going on there? Because low premium can be indicative of low coverage amount. And so I'm a firm believer that we want to give people a respectable level of life insurance coverage. And so it might be a training thing that we need to do with the agent. Maybe they don't know. Maybe that they're the ones that's steering people towards, like, it's just, I'm trying to troubleshoot when I see things where I'm seeing a lower premium come in. And so just know that that catches myself and Coach B Walk's attention. If we see somebody, I know it catch Coach B Walk, she be wanting to write max apps on there. And he like, man, I'm joking. She like, look, man, we about to get it in. And so her average app size is probably higher than mine, because, man, they be writing them big apps over there. But yes. But them low apps, them small premium apps, like, I mean, we look at that. Because let me tell y'all something. You think that if you do a life insurance policy for somebody that's paying $30 a month versus somebody that's paying $80 a month, that if one of them was going to lapse, listen to me, that you think it'll probably be the $80 a month life app. Wrong. The company has told us time and time again that the number one life apps that be lapsing are the ones that only cost $20, $30 a month. Y'all ain't hearing me. Y'all not hearing me. See, it's the ones that cost that $20, $30, $40 a month. Them be the main ones that lapse. Why? Because there's not a lot of value there. See, when somebody pays $100, $120 a month for their life app, there's probably been some education there. There's some reason for that type of coverage, that level. There's some value there. Somebody that's paying $30 a month, they looking at that as a nagging bill. They trying to go down to, y'all know where people be trying to go. And they saying, man, I need all the money I can get because I need to get a new outfit. And they'll cancel their life insurance. It ain't nothing but $30. Yeah. You thinking that, oh man, how can you not pay $30 a month? They'll be the main ones that lapse. So let me help you. Let me help you. Don't think that you're doing anybody any favors budget-wise. Now we're only going to give people coverage that they can afford. This is not some type of, me trying to get you guys to upsell people that can't afford a higher amount of coverage. I'm just here to tell you that low premium insurance is not a guarantee that they'll keep the insurance. I'm just here to tell you that. All right. So with that being said, that was one of the keys. Be mindful of your life app size, and then also have a weekly calendar of first appointments and wealth builder appointments. Have a weekly calendar of first time appointments and wealth builder appointments, right? We used to really only count first time appointments. We've graduated beyond that. We've evolved beyond that. Super J, we now are including second time appointments. Man, you need to be mindful of all this. So these numbers that I'm about to show you, right? The numbers that I'm about to show you now, it does include first time and second time appointments. When I say second time appointment, I'm talking about wealth builder appointments where you're getting back with a person or a family to do their wealth builder, to build their financial house, right? So check this out. If you are someone that is a part-timer, what's a good number of appointments to have scheduled? I say 4 to 8. Anywhere from 4 to 8. 4 to 8 on a weekly basis. And this could be a combination of first-time appointments to where we're first introducing our company and our concepts to them, and wealth builder appointments. 4 to 8 appointments scheduled a week. 4 to 8, right? If you're a person that you have this mindset to where you want to build something here, you want to really get aggressive about becoming a regional vice president and moving your numbers and making some things happen and building a team and an organization and planting your flag here, you need to have a full-timer's mindset, even if you're not full-time in the business. See, before you go full-time in the business, you got to adopt a full-time mindset. And what's a full-time mindset? That means that you and your team together need to be scheduling somewhere between 12 to 20 plus appointments a week. 12 to 20 plus appointments a week. Combination between first-time appointments and wealth builder appointments. If you're doing that, you have adopted a full-time schedule. You've adopted that, right? Somebody come off mute. Anybody have a question? Thank God. I think we're back on mute. Okay, thank you so much. All right. But those are some numbers that I wanted to share with you guys. Those are some numbers because the numbers are the numbers. If you know the numbers, if you accept the numbers, if you don't try to negotiate, if you don't you accept the numbers, you work the numbers will work in your favor. All right. And so that's the end of that training, but I do have one more slide that I'm going to talk about. It's going to transition us into next week. But any questions, any comments about anything that we've talked about and shared this evening? Talk to me, guys.
Put that last slide up one more time.
Okay, we'll do. This one right here, Demeter. Okay, that's good.
Yep, that's it. Thanks.
All right, no problem. Focus on scheduling qualified appointments. Get you the best results, guys. Focus on getting qualified referrals. Be mindful of your life app size because low premium amounts could be a wrong market indicator. 9 times out of 10, it is.
Nick,
Yes.
excuse me, this is Kim. How you doing?
Hey, Kim, talk to me.
Hey, yes, I just have a question about, I know you mentioned something about with the low premium numbers. I know sometimes with clients, either if they're young or they don't have anything in place and you want to make sure they get something in place. And then you tell them, maybe you can increase it over time. I mean, I know sometimes that's what I do just to get them something. So I'm not sure. I know you mentioned the percentage of, those lower premiums opposed to the higher premiums that they're more likely to lapse. But do you have any kind of, numbers around that?
I don't have the exact numbers. I can try to muster them up in terms of, I've been shown that because we've gone through QBI trainings with QBI Masters, Maurice Deck and his crew, that they work with a lot of leaders in Primerica talking about QBI and persistency and dealing with lapses and not takens. They were the ones that really enlightened us and made us aware that it's the lower premium apps that easiest. And it goes even deeper than that, but I'll try to dig up those numbers for you. I got Maurice's number in my phone. I'll text him and see if he can shoot me the percentages or the ratios on that. But a lot of times when we're in front of young people that's just kind of starting out and things like that, sometimes they don't fit within that qualified range. You know what I'm saying? So outside of that qualified market. And so just know that, hey, when you're dealing with an unqualified candidate, there's a possibility that, you're not going to get, especially if they're on the younger side or they don't have all of the responsibilities. Maybe they're between age 25 and 50 and they're employed full time, but they don't have a child. They're not married. They don't have a house. There's less responsibilities that, or their mentality just doesn't, or their budget doesn't support them getting more insurance. I'm not trying to say don't write the policy. Definitely do that. But let that be your exception. I've made exceptions. I've written policies that are below the $73 threshold. Why? Because the person just couldn't afford it. And I would much rather have somebody tell me what their real budget is. Y'all know when we do this wealth builder, or we talk about this, we're qualifying this number that these people are giving us. I want somebody to tell me, hey, what I can do, Nick, I can do this much per month. Like if somebody gives me a monthly commitment of $100 a month, I mean, I might not be at the $70 range on the life insurance. I may be around maybe 50, 40 something. But those are my exceptions. You don't have that be the consistent, for lack of a better way to put it, the rule that you're following where most of your clients are falling into that category. It's okay to make exceptions, because we do want to service the community, especially people who want to get started, like you mentioned. But just make sure that those are the exceptions in your business and that's not the primary makeup of the market that you're serving. Does that make sense, Kim?
Yeah, thank you.
All right, perfect. Any other questions or comments? Anybody? That's what we're here for, guys. We're here to get better. This is training. This is your time to get clarity or to get any type of coaching. But you guys have done a tremendous job. Let me just say that, as a hierarchy, we have done a really good job. You don't have an average app size of $77 and $78 a month in 2 of the 3 months of the year without you guys being in, the right market. Like that happens because you all are in the right market. And that's a reflection, check this out, of not only you, but also the quality of the field trainers that that are dealing with you guys, that are helping you all out. Big shout out to the field trainers. Make sure that you are the gatekeeper. And let me tell you something, teammates, your field trainer is there to protect you. They're there to steer you. They're there to help you. They're there to stack the deck in your favor. That's one of my favorite phrases right now. I want to stack the deck in your favor, right? Which means that when we go out, we want to give you the best chance to get results. So it helps your field trainer if you produce a list of qualified people. Now, I know somebody there, I know somebody's out here thinking, I'm reading your mind as you thinking it right now. Nick, I don't know a lot of qualified people. I'm already knowing. I already know. Some of y'all out there thinking, Nick, it sound good. I believe, Nick, now that I know, I accept the numbers. I believe what you're telling me to be true. Here's the problem. Where the qualified people at? Man, my friends and my men, they ain't about nothing, man. I know a bunch of people that got caution tape around them. I don't need to go near them with this business. It's a bunch of caution tape around my market. How do I find the qualified people, Nick? I know. I got it. Here's the thing. You have to get creative. You, let me repeat this, have to get creative. Y'all know this whole 6 degrees of separation, or this 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon, or whatever. Man, the Black community is so small. The people that you know people that are qualified. I'm going to repeat that. The people that you know right now in your phone, part of the text group, ministry group, whatever, the people that you know, they know all the qualified people that you can handle. They know them. Here's the challenge. You gotta be wise and creative in getting to those qualified people. The problem is, Andrea, is that most of the time we're trying to recruit the people that are not qualified, or we're trying to recruit and make clients the people that are not qualified. And we blow our chances of not working to them, but working through them. Y'all just missed that. You're not working to that person. You're looking to work through that person. Hey, I know you my friend. I appreciate your friendship and everything like that. Listen, I need to show you with my trainer what it is that I'm doing so we can get a list of referrals from you. Now I'm putting some of this onus on the field trainer. And this is where that business relationship has to come into play. If you are a person where your market is a little shaky, you have to work with your field trainer to say, hey, look, this is the cream of the crop that I got. I got people that I know, but my market is shaky. These are the top 5 or 10 or whatever people that I got. Let's leverage these 5 or 10 people for the referrals of the people that they know that are qualified. So it might need to be an extra step in there for you to get to the real fruit. Are y'all with me? And so, but that takes communication. That takes wisdom. That takes a collaborative effort on both of your parts to do this and to execute it effectively, right? And so, you know the people, but you just got to work through them to get to the right market. And so that's my answer to you. Be creative, get with your field trainer. You guys identify some people. You may have already met with some of these people, but the referrals and the people being advocates for your business, whether it's your pastor, the first lady of the church, the choir director, whatever the case, a coworker of yours, whatever the case may be. Man, they got sisters that are married, brothers that are cousins. They just went to a wedding 2 weeks ago, right? Full of people. You need to be like, I need to get in front of you to get a list. I don't know the people personally, but you do. You got credibility with them. Let's work together. I'm gonna get with my trainer. We're gonna meet with you. Or get your trainer to set it up, whatever the case, get creative. Don't work to people, work through people. That's my message to you. All right? And hopefully that answered the question. I know y'all didn't say it, y'all didn't mention it, but I read your mind. Somebody sent me a telepathic signal and I said, got it. And I downloaded it and I had to bring it up.